What you mean you don't know Pana? She's dope. What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? What you mean?
What is poppin' YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl DOPEaxXPANA, and today I'm sharing with you guys a Black Lives Matter inspired stitch braid design. Yes guys, this look won me $1,000. If you guys didn't know, at the end of September I participated in a braid battle and I won, and so this is actually my look from round one of that battle. Our goal was to create stitch braids with a unique design, and so I wanted to really challenge myself and do something that really represented who I am at my core and also just really spoke to the times that we were in. So today on my model I am going to be stitch braiding in the letters BLM for Black Lives Matter, and I chose to use the colors red, black in the middle, and green just because those are obviously the colors on the flag, and so I really wanted to make this stitch braid design stand out. Y'all, when I tell you, this style literally had me losing sleep for days once it was completed. I'll talk about a little bit of that towards the end of this video, but I tried to get in as much as I could. This day I was actually doing 2 photo shoots, and so I tried my best to record as much as I could, but I was kind of just all over the place with my mind, just going in a bunch of different creative directions. So forgive me for not getting certain parts of this video, but I hope that you guys really enjoy this look because yeah, it turned out bomb. So because this was a stitch braid competition, I knew that this Black Lives Matter, the whole lettering, needed to be super neat because basically on the outside of this design I was going to be doing 2 stitch braids, and I knew that because it was a stitch braid competition, these stitches really needed to be defined because I feel like doing 2 braids is really just playing it safe already. So this design needed to be extremely neat, and so that's what I was really focusing on. Now, when I actually finished this look and I was looking over the pictures, I realized that my B looked like a G, and it was literally driving me insane. Once I noticed it, I just felt like I couldn't unsee it. And so it was just literally bothering me, and everybody was like, you know what, you did a bomb job. I feel like at the end of the day, it's art. It doesn't have to be super legible, but you know when you're just creating something yourself and you just feel like you don't feel like you came as hard as you could, right? So I literally text all of my closest friends. I'm like, what do you guys think about this hairstyle? What do you guys think about the G? And everybody's like, yeah, I see what you're talking about. So I actually ended up calling my model up maybe 3 or 4 days after we did this shoot, and I was like, you know what, I hate to do this to you, but I need to redo this style on you because I'm just not 100% satisfied. And I knew that if I submitted something that I was iffy about and I didn't win, I would just really beat myself up about it. So I actually ended up redoing this style, and I'm going to insert a picture here for you guys. And my goal when I redid the style was to make my B more legible, but as I began to look at the style when I redid it, I realized it's just not as neat. It looks kind of sloppy, kind of rushed. So I actually ended up going with my original design, and I'll put the pictures side by side so you guys can see what I was talking about. But if you guys don't follow Glam by Mary, I already knew that her work was about to be neat because her work is just neat, right? So I'm like, I really cannot come with a sloppy design. I really have to come with the neatest work that I can. So I still decided to submit this original design even though my B kind of looked like a G, and I just felt like I was gonna leave it up to the interpretation of people. If I don't point it out, most people didn't really notice it. Some people noticed it off the bat, but I'm like, whatever, it's art, you know, I'm braiding hair. It doesn't have to look like I wrote it down on a piece of paper. So y'all, when I tell y'all, it literally ate me up inside, but I was so happy with the way that everybody received it. I kind of just put my vision out there, and I feel like most people saw what I wanted them to see and took away what I wanted them to take away. So I'm still really proud of this design. I was also just super proud of myself for stepping out of the box. You guys know that I don't really do super creative stuff on my channel. I feel like I stick to knotless box braids a lot. I may throw in a couple creative designs here and there, but I pretty much teach techniques. So I was super excited to just step outside of my zone and do something different for you guys to see. So I hope you guys really appreciated this. This competition really led me to feel like this is my calling and this is what I want to do, at least for now. I kind of want to dibble and dabble in more creative type looks. And then if you guys don't know, my fiance also does photography, and he did all of my shoots for this look, or for all of my looks for the battles actually. And so I'm super excited to kind of just like play around with photography with him and just help him build a portfolio. So right now I'm gonna go in and do my 2 stitch braids, y'all. I left literally everything in here so you guys could see. So let me tell y'all what happened with this, because I'm gonna just tell you guys about how crazy my day was and just how stressed I was just trying to get everything done. I wasn't even unprepared, just focusing on getting everything done, and I wanted everything to turn out a certain way. So I decided to do these like little tribal designs at the top of my client's head just to spice it up a little bit, so it just wasn't too stitch braids. So basically the ends of those braids, the ends of those like designs were supposed to be pulled into the stitch braids, y'all. Why did I braid her whole stitch braid on this side and I didn't add in any of the ends of the braids? So I literally braided her hair, and then when I was done, I looked at it and I was like, oh my God, girl, you're gonna kill me. Like, literally imagine you getting a stitch braid done, like, or just like a whole side of your head done, and then the stylist has to take it out to redo it. So I was just like, at that point, I knew, I was like, you know what? I just need to take a deep breath because I'm moving too fast and I'm trying to get everything done. And I knew I had the shoots to do that day. That I was just so overwhelmed. So you guys are going to see me do this entire stitch braid, take it out and redo it again. But the braid turned out bomb, so I wasn't really mad about it. But y'all, my day was just crazy. Like, I was just going through it this day. So guys, as always, I'm going to be listing all of the products that I use to complete this style in the description section below. I believe that I really only used 1 pack of Expressions hair, and I didn't even use the whole pack. I wanted to make sure that these stitch braids weren't super thick and like jumbo. I wanted them to be really, really natural looking. So I'm really barely adding in any hair, and you guys can see that I'm using my comb to just really define these stitches. But yeah, like I said, everything that I use will be linked in the description section for you guys. Y'all, so sorry, I'm talking a lot in this video, but I just feel like I have a lot to say today. I actually recorded some behind the scenes videos for this look, and I know I said this in my last butterfly clip. If you guys want to see I can't even talk. If you guys want to see behind the scenes footage of my photo shoots that I did, then go ahead and let's see, hit the thumbs up button. That's number 1. Subscribe to my channel, and let's see what emoji are we gonna drop in the comment section. Let's drop the Black Lives Matter fist in the comment section if you guys want to see more behind the scenes footage of my shoots that I did. So y'all, I'm just a braiding. I'm so happy like with the way that my stitch braid is turning out. I'm like, it's super defined. I can see everything. And literally when I got to the bottom is when I realized, I literally stopped. I was like, what? Like, and I wanted to play the original audio on it because it was literally so funny, but we were playing B. Simone show in the background, so I'm pretty sure it's like copyrighted music. But it was at this point that I was like, are you serious right now? Everybody was hella dying laughing, like, you can't even tuck that in. There's no way I can even hide this. And so at first I was like, okay, well, maybe I could pull them both into the opposite side. But I was like, you know what? This is a battle. It needs to be done right. My client was like, what did you do? Because I was like, what the? I was so mad, y'all. So I just ended up taking down the braid and actually redoing it. I was like, oh my God. I felt so bad because I was just like, I don't know if this hurts or not, because I'm making sure it's like snatched to the gods and like neat and everything. But she said it didn't hurt. So I was like, okay. I didn't feel as bad. But yeah, so now you guys are going to watch me take this down and redo this entire braid. And yeah. As I'm doing this, for those of you guys who haven't already checked out my second look for the braid battle, I did some texture butterfly locks and they were literally so fire. I'm going to link the video in the top right section here so you guys can go ahead and check that out. I'm only mentioning it because I keep seeing her head pop in and out of the frame, and I know some of you guys are going to be like, wait, hold up, what's that? That look was also fire, but guys, this one was actually my favorite look because it just was so powerful to me. And as soon as I knew that we had to do stitch braids with unique unique design. I knew I wanted to do it. I had recently seen someone do the fist, and I wanted to do something similar, but just something that I had never seen before. So I'm super excited to share this look with you guys. It meant so much to me to share something like this on my platform, especially since I feel like I kind of struggle with knowing what I can do with my platform, with everything that's going on. So this piece was really important and really special to me, and I'm super happy that I was able to bring it to life, and I had literally the perfect model for it. So after I did the same thing to the other side, I went ahead and I added on a fake Afro puff ponytail, which I'll link in the description section. I actually purchased it off Amazon, and I just thought that this would be like a great finishing touch to it, just giving it a very natural vibe. So I went ahead and pinned this on, and I actually ended up having to pin it on with bobby pins because y'all, this thing was barely staying. I told her, like, please do not shake, move, go to the club, do none of that with this because it will literally fall right off. But I loved it. It was super full. Originally, I wanted it to go into 2 Afro puffs, and I'm glad that I just did 1 because this Afro puff was actually really full. A lot of them weren't really that full, but I like the way that this one turned out. So yeah, I just went ahead and fluffed it out, and I'm gonna add in some pictures and some video clips from the actual video shoot. If you guys have not already seen the pictures, they literally turned out absolutely fire. I flew one of my friends in from LA to do some of these looks for me for the makeup, and so I'm super happy with the way that everything turned out. Make sure you guys follow her on Instagram at Shanice Jones. I'll also make sure I tag all of my models in the description section below. If you guys love this video and you guys want to see more creative looks, don't forget to drop red, green, or black hearts in the comment section down below. And as always, I will catch you guys in my next video.
What you mean you don't know Pana? She's dope. What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? What you mean?